From Acon throwing a fan off stage to Krishan Rock throwing punches on live TV, rappers fighting with fans have reached legendary levels of chaos. So, buckle up as we take you through the craziest rapper fights with fans of all time. Back in December 2017, when Lil Pump was having a show in Seattle, someone in the audience threw a water bottle at him while he's on stage and said something that clearly angered him. The bottle hits him, he stops performing, he's pretty angry and starts shouting at the crowd, asking who it was.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Then, caught on video, Lil Pump throws his microphone into the audience and walks off stage. Just like that, concert's over. Security guards rushed in and found the fan who threw that bottle. They removed this person from the venue. Many people who were enjoying themselves were left confused and upset. Some had traveled long distances and paid good money to be there, just so something like this could happen. Social media quickly fills up with complaints and videos of the moment. Lil Pump, aka Gazzy Garcia, is known for his wild energy, colorful style, and viral songs like Gucci Gang. He rose to fame pretty fast, and with that fame came a lot of attention, both good and bad. His concerts are known to be rowdy, full of energy, with fans usually enjoying themselves. But sometimes, chaos spills over and things get out of control. The Seattle incident wasn't the first time Lil Pump found himself in the middle of drama, and it likely won't be the last. After the show, Lil Pump goes on IG Live to talk to his fans. He apologizes for the concert ending early and promises to return to Seattle for another show. He also tells his fans to please be more respectful for everyone's safety at future events. The fight got people talking about how artists and fans should behave at live shows. And from here, we move to a fight that almost seemed unreal. It's June 3rd, 2007. Acon's having a live concert in New York, and the artist shocked the crowd when he throws a teenager off the stage. This moment quickly becomes viral controversy that follows him for years. Now, this happened during a show at the Duchess Stadium in Fishkill, New York. While Acon's up there doing his thing, someone in the crowd throws an object at him. Upset, Acon stops his music and asks the audience to point out who did it. Security guards bring onto the stage Anthony C. Smith, and what happens next surprises everyone. Acon picks this boy up, swings him over his shoulders. The boy lands on another person in the audience. A woman later said that she got a concussion because of this impact. Well, that went viral. Some people thought Acon went too far, while others believe that he's just reacting to being disrespected. Still, the law takes it seriously, and Acon is charged with endangering the welfare of a minor and like second-degree harassment, dude. At first, he said he's not guilty, but then later agreed to a deal. He had to pay a $350 fine and 65 hours of community service. His punishment included speaking out against gang violence and helping with youth programs. Acon, real name Alioune Thiam, is a Senegalese-American artist who's also becoming famous for his business work, like launching a music label and helping provide electricity to African villages. But this moment on stage really hurt his image. Later, Acon apologized and called it a mistake. He explains that he didn't mean to hurt anyone, and that the moment got the best of him.
You tried to take my shoe? You want to be a thief? Come up! Come up!
During a Travis Scott concert in Switzerland back on July 4th, 2015, what started as exciting would quickly become controversial when Scott asks his fans to attack someone in the crowd. Now, Travis was performing at the open fair Frauenfeld Festival in Switzerland. As usual, he's full of energy, jumping into the crowd and surfing. But things take a turn when someone in the crowd tries to steal one of Yeezy's sneakers while he's in the air. Scott stops the music, gets all angry. He stands on a barrier and points to the person who tried to take his shoe. Then he shouted at the crowd to attack this fan, yelling things like, "Get that motherfucker," and "F him up." Videos also show Scott spitting at this fan. Many people were pretty shocked by how aggressive he was towards someone in this audience. The moment didn't make big news back then, but it came back into public attention years later, especially after other dangerous things that had happened at his concerts. Travis Scott's famous for his wild and intense shows. He encourages mosh pits, crowd surfing, and chaos. He even calls his fans ragers. That chaotic energy is part of his brand, but it's also caused problems. In 2015, during his performance at Lollapalooza in Chicago, Travis Scott caused serious trouble just a few minutes after getting on stage. He shouted things like, "We want rage," and tells his fans to climb over security fences and rush toward the stage. That made the crowd go wild. Security couldn't really stop everyone, and many fans just pushed forward in a big wave. The music had to be stopped just 5 minutes into the show, and the police stepped in to take control. Travis Scott dips and was later arrested for reckless behavior. Even though no one died, some people did get bruises, cut, and just really hurt from being stepped on. Police later said that the scene was very unsafe, and Scott later pled guilty, showing he accepted responsibility. But that's not the end of it, because back in 2017, at a concert in Arkansas, Scott was arrested yet again after encouraging his fans to break past the barriers and run toward the stage. Just like Lollapalooza, the result was dangerous chaos. Again, several fans are injured, along with a security guard and a police officer. And even as people are getting hurt, Scott just kept performing and didn't try to stop anything. These incidents weren't just accidents. They're a clear pattern of risky and unsafe behavior at Scott's shows. Switzerland wasn't a one-time mistake. Just one more example in a long list of shows where fans got hurt because of Scott's love for chaos. On October 17, 2014, Migos is performing in Springfield, Massachusetts. Now the crowd was hyped and everything was pretty normal, until suddenly, Offset pulled his chain inside his shirt. That means something's gonna go down, and without warning, he leaps off the stage and punches a fan straight in the face. Why did he do that? Some reports say that the crowd tried to grab Takeoff's chain earlier during the show. You see, in rap culture, trying to take someone's chain is a big sign of disrespect, and that's enough for Offset to just lose it and take action. Quavo, another Migos member, would also jump in and throw punches before helping Offset get back on stage. And then, surprisingly, the group goes right back into performing, like nothing happened, and started rapping Hannah Montana. This wasn't the first time this happened with Migos, though. Just a few weeks earlier, in Nashville, Tennessee, a fan tried to do the same thing, going after those chains. This also ended with punches being thrown and a fight breaking out. This group was not going to let anyone touch their jewelry without reaction. What followed was this huge debate online. Some fans supported Offset, saying that he had the right to defend his crew and their personal stuff. Others said that the violence was over the top, man, and could have made things worse. Then people started questioning how pointless security is at these shows. In the world of rap, things like this aren't new. Chains are more than just flashy jewelry. They're a symbol of status and respect. Trying to take one is just asking for a fight. On June 26, 2022, Lil Durk's performing live in the Netherlands when he notices a fan doing something that seemed to insult King Von, his close friend that passed away back in 2020. Durk immediately stopped the music, called out one of his security, and could be seen instructing him to get someone from the crowd. After a few seconds, the security returned with this young man, and Lil Durk had a chat with him. Initially, the chat seemed mutual, but towards the end, Lil Durk shoves him, and his security could be seen pushing the guy so he can't retaliate. Security quickly steps in on this one, removes the fan from the crowd to stop things from just getting worse. Lil Durk immediately announces to the crowd that no one disrespects his friend King Von, to which there was a loud cheer. King Von, real name Devon Bennett, was a rising rap star from Chicago and one of Lil Durk's closest friends. He was signed to Durk's label, OTF, and became famous with songs like Crazy Story and Took Her to the O. The two would often work together, making hits like Still Trappin' and All These New. Sadly, King Von was shot and killed in Atlanta on November 6, 2020, at just 26. His death had shocked fans around the world, and Lil Durk mourned that loss deeply, even paying tribute to him in a song called Backdoor, where he opened up about their friendship and the pain of losing him. Back Back in August 2014, what should have been this exciting night for fans would turn into chaos. At YG's concert in Phoenix, the rapper was only 2 songs in when a fight breaks out and the show is immediately shut down. YG started the concert after a long wait, and the crowd was pretty excited. But soon after he began performing, he reportedly lost his voice. Instead of stopping the show though, he asked the DJ to turn up the music, possibly to hide the fact that he couldn't rap properly. This didn't help much. People in the crowd noticed, and that's when things got messy. YG then reportedly started throwing water bottles into the crowd, possibly out of frustration. In response, fans began throwing things back at the stage. The back and forth quickly turns into a full-blown fight. At one point, YG even jumps off the stage and gets into a physical altercation with someone in the crowd. Security tried to break it up, but by then, the situation had already spiraled out of control. Interestingly, this wasn't the only time something like this happened during YG's tour. Just days earlier, in Edmonton, Canada, a similar incident occurs. He loses his voice again during that show too, turns up the background music, and reportedly throws bottles at his fans. Once again, a fight breaks out and YG was said to have attacked a fan directly. Well, that show also ended early, and the club in Edmonton was thinking about taking legal action against him. After the Phoenix concert, promoters were worried. They're talking about legal consequences and concerns about whether it's safe to host future shows with YG. Now, while he didn't publicly talk about what had happened in Phoenix, the fact that these incidents kept happening in different cities raised red flags. People started questioning whether his team was doing enough to prevent problems at his lives, and if YG himself was handling situations responsibly. Early in the morning on January 29, 2024, downtown LA, Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, was approached by a TMZ reporter who asked him a pretty personal and disrespectful question. Now, this would happen near the Soho Warehouse, a private club where celebrities often go to unwind without being disturbed. But for someone as famous as Ye, peace is hard to find. The reporter here, Melanie Miller, would ask him a question that was sure to upset him. Now, she's talking about Bianca Sensory, Ye's wife since December 2022. This wasn't a harmless question about marriage, but more like an attack. And Ye doesn't take attacks lightly, especially when it comes to his family. Instead of walking away or just getting angry like he does, Ye turns the situation around. He starts asking her some hard questions. He clearly wants her to feel what it's like to be on the other side of the camera.
Is that your job to go up to every celebrity asking some dumb about their life? Was that a dumb, disrespectful question to come ask a grown-ass superhero?
For 3 full minutes, Ye questioned her. She didn't have any clever response, just looking pretty uncomfortable. This unpredictable and aggressive superhero wasn't just protecting his pride. He's demanding respect. And then just when it seems like things can't get any weirder, Ye surprises everyone. He offers Miller a job, and he says he's gonna pay her double what TMZ pays her, and even told his security to get her phone number. Miller began to smile when she heard that offer. And just like that, we have a Ye-style plot twist. But this wouldn't be the first time Ye had run-ins like this. Let's go back to 2013, and you'll find a similar story. It's around 3 a.m., outside the very same Soho warehouse. Ye gets into it with a fan. According to video footage and witnesses, Ye asked that fan to leave him alone. The fan didn't listen. Ye becomes angry, and allegedly hits this person. The police got involved, and once again, public opinion is divided. I mean, Ye's always had a tough relationship with fans and the media. There are so many times he was arguing with paparazzi, and how many times has he ended up dealing with police? The guy just wants some privacy, man, especially when he's with his family. But being famous makes that almost impossible. One of Ye's oldest outbursts happened back in July 19, 2013, at LA International Airport. This wasn't just a war of words. We had a full-blown physical confrontation leading into some serious legal trouble, public outrage, and another moment that would define Ye's long love-hate relationship with the press.
I love your work. I love your work. I appreciate it, but don't talk.
Right, I love your work, though.
I know, I don't want, that's fine, but don't talk.
Here's what went down. That afternoon, Ye's walking through the airport, clearly not in the mood to deal with reporters or flashing cameras. A group of paparazzi are waiting outside, as usual. Most are keeping their distance, but one man doesn't. Daniel Ramos, a TMZ photographer, approaches Ye aggressively and just keeps filming, even after Ye repeatedly told him not to talk to him or ask questions.
Kanye, what about the Throne 2 with Jay-Z? People are pumped.
Yo, I said,
I don't know, Kanye's warning was pretty crystal clear, but Ramos here is pushing away, asking him why he's so hostile towards paparazzi. And that's the final straw. Ye snapped. In a moment of rage, he rushes at Ramos, tries to grab his camera, and then Ye knocks the man down and tries to wrestle the camera from him. Ramos ends up on the ground, claiming he's injured, and the whole thing's caught on camera and going viral. But it doesn't stop here. Ramos files a police report claiming assault and battery. Classic. Prosecutors look into this case, and Ye was charged with a misdemeanor battery and attempted grand theft. He eventually avoided jail time but accepted a plea deal in March 2014. He was given 24 months of informal probation, 250 hours of community service, and anger management therapy. Ramos later filed a civil lawsuit against Ye, claiming emotional and physical damages. Well, that dragged on for years until it was settled in 2015 for an undisclosed amount. While Ye's fights are a spectacle, it's really nothing compared to what you're about to see.
You go ahead. What you gonna shoot me? Going out the phone for a guy? Because you reaching.
If we're gonna talk about crazy rappers fighting, this one takes the cake. On February 20th, 2021, Playboy Carti finds himself in a fight that quickly spreads across the internet. Now, the video starts with this man walking up to Carti, clearly angry and asking for a fight. The man said Carti had treated his sister badly and that he was there to fight because of that. Carti's staying stoic the whole time. At one point, he claps his hands, which some people think that's a way to show that he's confident and doesn't have a weapon, even though there are rumors that he might have been armed. So the man said he saw a gun on Carti when the two first met, but Carti didn't use a gun or even make any threatening moves. He kept a gun in his pocket and tried to calm the situation by talking. And even though Carti wanted to end things peacefully, this man kept pushing him to fight like a man.
I don't need no pistol to whoop a pussy ass like you. Hey, you put your hands on my sister again, boy. Ain't nobody putting her on this. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Carti tried to walk away several times, but this man blocked him and wouldn't back down. The argument turns physical. In the video, Carti quickly takes control, using careful moves to beat this man. I mean, the man looked weaker, and other people stepped in to stop it before it got worse.
I'm built like that, man. Fucking pistol. What your hands like? What your hands like? That's all I wanna do. Bro.
So after the fight, Carti tells his fans what happened. He explained that he had no choice but to knock this man out because he was acting crazy. On December 4th, 2015, The Game makes headlines, getting into a nasty fight at Story nightclub in Miami Beach with another rapper named Stitches. So this goes down when Stitches just wanted to get into the club, but was stopped by security. He said that the Game told him not to let him in. Outside the club, Stitches confronts the Game, but was suddenly punched by the Game's manager, Whack 100. The punch knocked him down, and even though Stitches would try to fight back, others around him stopped him. Police came and briefly held both Stitches and Whack 100 after the fight. Now, this wasn't random. You see, Stitches made a diss track against the Game, and then he got all feely about it. Stitches would even challenge the Game to fight and offer money for it, but the Game wouldn't get involved in this, and instead let the manager handle that one. So after the fight, Stitches got arrested for some other problems, like resisting police and possessing marijuana. Whack 100 was held for a short time, but wasn't charged. And even after this, both rappers just kept working on their music, but the fight stayed a big part of their story.
It was a joke, bro. It was a joke, man. It was a joke. Get out of here, man. It was a joke, yo. It was a joke.
We go back to October 1st, 2016. P&B Rock almost gets into a fight with a prankster in Times Square. Now, the rapper's trying to protect his daughter after a prank had scared her, and things almost got physical. Here's what happened. This prankster, known as Queen's Flip, set up a fake Uber ride with P&B Rock and his daughter. And during this ride, Mr. Flip throws this girl's stuffed toy at the car's front window, which scared her. P&B Rock immediately gets out of the car, gives his daughter to someone else, and confronts this prankster with fists up. Luckily, no one actually fought, but the tension was very high.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke, man. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. Get out of here, man. It was a joke, yo. It's a joke.
After that, P&B Rock didn't really talk too much about it. Back on February 12th, 2016, Joey Badass turned a high-fashion evening into headline news when he punches this cameraman outside of Madison Square Garden. Now, this happened after Kanye West's Yeezy Season 3 fashion and album premiere had concluded. A momentous event bringing hip-hop and haute couture into a shared spotlight. It's a night packed with various celebrities like Jay-Z, Lamar Odom, and even supermodel Naomi Campbell gracing us with their presence. But as the crowd spilled out of the venue, so did tensions. Joey Badass, Brooklyn-born, known for his lyrical prowess and militant independence, found himself the unwilling star of an unscripted altercation. As Joey exits the garden, a lot of paparazzi are swarming the sidewalk, their lenses hunting for celebrity gold. Among them would stand an aggressive cameraman, eager to catch a glimpse, or perhaps a reaction. What he captured, however, was far more than a candid exit shot. Initial footage released by outlets appeared to show the cameraman making physical contact with Joey, shoving his head as he tries to maneuver through the crowd. In response, Joey turns and punches him. He knocked over that camera, and the crowd went wild. At first glance, Joey's reaction seemed defensive, justified, and even. But as clearer and slower footage surfaces, a more complicated picture emerges. In slow motion, we have Joey appearing to instigate the encounter by jabbing his finger or arm toward the cameraman first. That gesture, however subtle, escalated tensions, culminating in the blow that soon spread across headlines and social media. Before it could get worse, NYPD steps in to intervene, separating the two and ensuring no further violence occurs. No arrests are made, and reports indicate that police took statements from both parties and some bystanders. Joey Badass remained composed as he walked away.
Back up. Back up. Back up. This is great.
Events like these have to be prime hunting grounds for the paparazzi, often blurring the line between coverage and provocation. For many artists, the red carpet is a performance in itself. But for someone like Joey Badass, who often positions himself as an outsider to celebrity culture, that kind of spectacle can feel more like a trap. In January 2023, Chrisean Rock gets into this fight with two women while trying to reach rapper Blueface during his 26th birthday celebration in Chatsworth, California. Now, this goes down shortly after Chrisean publicly announces her pregnancy, attributing the child to Blueface. According to eyewitness accounts and video footage obtained by TMZ, Chrisean arrives uninvited at Blueface's residence, where he was trying to host a birthday party. Reports say that she attempted to persuade Blueface to leave the party with her, leading to a confrontation on the street. Now, in this chaos, Chrisean engages in a fight with two other women present at this scene. Despite the scuffle, though, she manages to get back on her feet, and both she and Blueface depart in separate vehicles. This incident is just part of a series of tumultuous events in Chrisean and Blueface's relationship, which has been characterized by public disputes and altercations. Their interactions have frequently made headlines, raising concerns about the dynamics of their relationship. In a separate incident, Chrisean Rock was also in a fight with Eliadria Persuasion Griffin during the first episode of Baddies South, a reality TV series on Zeus Network. The confrontation starts off with a verbal disagreement, but escalates into something physical.
You don't clean up after yourself.
Chrisean, Persuasion engaging in 2 rounds of fighting during that episode, but in the second round, Persuasion accuses Chrisean of previously attacking her unexpectedly, leading to a heated exchange. Krishan responds by putting on her hoodie and preparing to fight. They square up. Krishan charges, punches Persuasion twice. Persuasion attempts to retaliate, but her wig falls off and she trips and falls to the ground. Krishan manages to land another punch before others intervened to break up the fight. As if that weren't enough, Krishan would shock the public yet again when she punches her former stylist on the red carpet at the Baddies West premiere. The violent outburst added to her long history of fights, including a physical clash with her sister just months later. At the Baddies West premiere in LA, things started out pretty chill. Krishan's former stylist, Lashala Irby, came up to greet her, and she tells Rock she looks beautiful and was happy to see her. The two used to work together, and that moment kinda seemed peaceful. But suddenly, as Irby turned to leave, Rock lunges forward and sucker punches her. Then she pushes her to the ground. People nearby are shocked, and it's all caught on camera. Security steps in, but Rock is seen yelling and making fun of Irby after the punch.
Oh, what the f?
Irby later filed a lawsuit against Rock and the Zeus network, saying that Rock's attack had caused her both physical and emotional damage. She would blame the network for not protecting her. And get this, at the time of the fight, Rock was pregnant, making this whole thing even more disturbing. But this wouldn't be the only time Rock turned violent like that. Back in August 23, she gets into another fight, but this time with her sister, Taseki, and it happens outside a nightclub in Baltimore. A video shows a group of women, including Rock, attacking Taseki. The argument started after a night out, and things got physical pretty fast. Rock later goes online and says that her sister was trying to provoke her. She claimed that she hit her first to protect herself. I mean, this fight, especially with a family member, made fans question Rock's behavior even more. Krishan is no stranger to drama, though. Over the years, she's had many run-ins with the law. She's been arrested for things like assault, drug possession, you name it. Her temper is out of control. Now, she only exists because of Blueface. That relationship has been filled with public fights, insults, and even rumors of physical abuse. Many people have criticized their behavior, saying that it does set a bad example for their followers, especially young fans. Krishan Rock continues to appear on TV and release music for some reason, and her actions are catching up with her. I mean, keep the fights private. It's all happening in front of a camera, on red carpets, right in the public's eyeball. I mean, how much more evidence do you need?